we're going to talk about momentum. How do we get momentum? That is the only thing we need to start so that you can get what it is that you want. However, momentum is finicky. Let's talk about what I mean, because when you are getting what it is that you want, which you do, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, you get to have what it is that you want, and that's why you're coming back to every one of my videos to make sure that you stay in alignment. We're working on your default program. Your default is an automated program that is wired and established in your subconscious mind. So we just need to change that, because if you want change in your reality, then something has got to change. And that default program is the foundation. So that's what we're doing with every single one of my videos. So make sure that you're watching more than just one so that you can fully understand the concepts, because I go deeper, I go from a different angle in every single one, just so that we can make sure that your subconscious mind is like, I am understanding. I'm getting this, so that you can actually see results. Because here's the thing. You've done the visualizing, you've done the affirming, you get the process, you get hopeful, you have been doing this for a long time, and nothing has actually permanently shifted. You just keep staying in this state of, I get what I want, I get what I want, I get what I want, but you're frantic, you're not secure in it, you're not relaxed, you're not chill, and overall, you're not having a good time. I want to change that. When it comes to momentum, I want you to think about this. Have you ever had those moments in life where you feel so excited because you can see the vision? You can see the connection. You can see how this might turn out to exactly be what you want. You got the text from that person. You start envisioning your future together, and you know that this is exciting. I can think about this. I'm going to put some energy in this way. And then as you're talking, they throw in a text that says, yeah, I really, really love to party, and I'm not really in the building phase. And you're thinking, oh, I thought we had something. I thought we were special, but I don't want someone who drinks all the time and parties all the time. I'm more of a homebody, and I like deep conversations and connection. I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't go wide, but I do go deep. And I don't know if this, and then you get intellectual. And you're thinking, for a second there, I thought, this is good. I'm talking to somebody. We're going to get somewhere. And then all of a sudden, it feels like the rug was just taken right out of the bottom of my feet, and I'm now left without knowing how this is going to end. Where am I going to find the love of my life? Is the love of my life even going to happen for me? And we come into this spiral. We get doubtful, we get disappointed, we get frustrated, and we enter into mental anguish. If this is where you are, no problem. You're right where you need to be in order for you to change. My name is Jenna, and I talk about manifesting because that has been something that I have really owned in the last year of watching my life unfold. The thing is, manifesting in the way that it's taught is not taught in a way that empowers you. It makes you desperate, it makes you needy, and it makes you consider yourself someone that needs to be constantly affirming, someone that needs to be doing all of these different techniques and strategies to keep you in alignment with what it is that you want. And it becomes so effortful, and most often, a lot of you are coming to me saying, I never actually got the result. I got a little bit, but then I didn't know how to keep it. I didn't know how to make that. I got the 10 grand, but then that's not going to fulfill me my whole life. I needed more money. So how do I do that? I don't want you going from one manifestation to the next being like, okay, I got this, now I got to manifest. I want you to be smooth. I want your life to be calm, relaxed, unfolding magically, systematically. I want flow for you, not more anxiety. So that's why I don't teach, let's just do an affirmation, let's just do the 9 method, let's go and do some tapping. I want to change the wiring behind manifesting so that you can naturally get it with ease. Now here's the caveat. To get to this place, we have to change your current default, which means we have to rewire some things in your mind, which means it gets messy. It's not easy work. It's not easy work to change your default. When I talk about your default, it's really your subconscious mind. It's your self-concept, what you think is possible for you, your capacities, your abilities, your belief systems, how you think the world works, how you think it works for you, what you think is possible for you, and how you think you work. How do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself? Or do you love yourself? Do you have faith in yourself? And if these things aren't rewired, if these are not considered in building your new identity, then you're going to have a trouble, which is why manifesting community can sometimes keep you involved and overwhelmed a lot. And the reason I know this is because I was one of those victims for 10 years. I would affirm, I'd be listening to these videos, I'd be assuming, I would be doing all of these things, and I realized this is too hard. I'm not having fun. So I quit. And I learned how to change my default, which is why I'm here with every one of my videos. So when it comes to momentum, this is the thing I need you to hear. When you have that panic freak out, it's because you're closer than ever. So you have that moment where you're texting that person, you're having a great time, you're thinking, oh my gosh, maybe you're even envisioning that future that could possibly be happening. And then they throw in that little whirlwind of not looking for anything serious, or something triggers you and you think, oh wait, they don't want to be with me. This might not be a long-term thing. Then you start speculating. You can use your imagination. You can use your imagination. You can use your mind any way you please. Any way that you can think any thought. You can create any vision at all. But your default program, the way that it's wired right now, it's going to go to the worst case scenario. It's going to assume he doesn't want to be with you because he sent you that message. He is going to leave your life. This is never going to work out. Then you spiral. That's your old default. You can do anything with your mind though. So now we get to enter in your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind automatically went spiraling, but your conscious mind on top of that, it's still present and we can bring it back. So the minute you find yourself spiraling, that's when you bring your conscious mind in and go, okay, I can use my mind for anything. I can vision anything right now. And I'm choosing to use my panic. When the sound alarm went off in my body because this didn't go the way I was expecting, I had a preference. I was hoping that he was going to confess his love after 2 minutes of meeting me, and he didn't. Now I'm insecure. I'm a little anxious. I don't know where this is headed. And now I'm going to freak out and panic and sabotage the whole thing. Chill out. We want to build your secure default identity. Most of the time, your default program is anxious. It's avoidant. It's distant. It's a mixture. And I have that free quiz if you want to understand how your default is currently wired. That's really a helpful place to start, just so you can understand yourself. When you feel yourself in this condition, we get to consciously say, I'm going to think something else. I could think anything that I want. I could think about watermelon. I could think about this person. I could think about this person in the worst case scenario. I could think about this person in the best case. I can do anything with my mind. What am I going to play on my movie screen? If you can get here, you are going to see massive shifts in your life. Most often, when you get triggered, the reality is showing you something that's not along with the preference that you had in mind. Your old default program is going to come forward, and all of a sudden you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be indecisive, overthinking, trying to figure out your entire future right now, in despair, feeling in control mode. So how do you get back in control of your reality? How do you get that conscious mind to take over? Step 1, identify the fear. I want connection so badly. I'm trying to hammer certainty into place. I'm trying to rush the process, trying to rush the flirting connection. I'm trying to rush through what's happening in the present moment so that I can secure a future moment. We're scared. We're uncertain. We're not trusting. These things are our old default program playing out. I just want to know if it works out. I'm afraid of investing and getting hurt. I'm uncertain on how this is going to end up. I've been hurt before. I'm afraid of missing out. These are things your old default are saying. All valid, not wrong. All part of it. So that's why we start calmly by naming it. We just say, oh, I'm really trying to find certainty right now. Oh, I'm really wanting to connect with someone, which is why I'm trying to rush this process. I'm not trusting. Not trusting myself. I'm not trusting the way the world works. I'm not trusting. I'm not feeling good in ambiguity. I do better with security. I'm learning how to become secure and whole myself. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just not feeling safe right now. That's what's happening. Great. We're just naming it. This is where most people get stuck because it's a default pattern they want out of, so they push it, they resist it, they get mad at it, they get fearful of the fear, and then they sabotage. Your old default panics. It wants to protect you. It wants you feeling better. So it tries to find certainty for you by doing old things that, even though they cost you more in the long run, they save you now in the short term. They give you instant gratification in a lot of ways, and that brings you some sort of temporary relief, even though it's a long-term pain. It's trying to find you safety and security now. So don't fight it. Your job, instead of resisting the default, is to now work with it. This is how you stop spiraling. This is how you stay grounded. And this is how you control your reality. This is how you create your reality. All we have to do is just be able to name the habit that's happening, the fear that it's provoking, and not getting mad at ourselves in the process. As soon as you're able to acknowledge and become aware of it, that will stop the momentum of your old default and allow you to enter in your consciousness to create a new default. It starts with you recognizing, oh, I'm doing this because I'm fearful. I make sense. I'm hurting right now. I'm scared I'm going to hurt. I'm scared this isn't going to work out. So then this is how I acted. Okay, so now you understand yourself. Once you understand yourself, you learn to know yourself. And when you know yourself, you can start to change. It's when you're in a relationship with someone, for example, you understand them, you know how they're going to react to this because you know what's important to them. So you do everything you can to make them feel comfortable, to help them have these experiences because you know it matters to them. You need to learn how to have that same relationship to yourself. What matters to you, what makes you feel comfortable, and how do we do that in the most healthiest way? That's what we're working on. Working on your default will change the outcome, which changes the trajectory of your life, which allows you to get whatever it is that you want with ease and sustainability. You get to have what it is that you want. There's no question there. There's not one part of this video that says you might not get it. You get to have it, but we have to rewire you so that you're able to receive it. That's the work.